It combines the clinical relevance of PD-L1 IHC22C3 with the workflow improvements of Dako Omnis. Let's assume that this is an urgent non-small cell lung cancer patient case. Once the PD-L1 protocol is installed on Dako Omnis, all you do is load the NSCLC slides. The instrument takes care of the rest. PD-L1 staining results can be delivered fast and throughout the day, so pathologists can score continuously. One of the benefits of Dako Omnis is that you can decide to run PD-L1 slides when they are requested, no matter what is running at the moment. No batching is needed. Our team has performed extensive analytical and clinical validation. This enables your lab to quickly and simply implement PD-L1 testing on Dako Omnis with diagnostic confidence. Dako Omnis has temperature-controlled staining and storage of reagents, in addition to a host of integrated quality control features. This helps your lab provide consistent and reliable results every time. A patient's treatment outcome depends on your lab's diagnostic report. We are proud of the results customers are getting in external quality assessment schemes. Using PD-L1 IHC22C3 PharmDX on Dako Omnis helps your lab provide accurate diagnosis at the right time for the right patients. This product is yet another example of how the Dako Omnis solution can help your lab and give you more time, greater choice, and better patient care.
With Agilent IQ Fish technology, you can reduce fish processing time on FFPE samples from 2 days to just 4 hours without compromising signal strength. Let's review how fish works. First, the DNA double helix is destabilized. Then, the DNA separates into single strands. Next, fish probes bind to the DNA through hydrogen bonding. And finally, the fluorescing-bound probes are visualized through a microscope. DNA is made up of 2 complementary strands bound together, forming the double helix. Fish probes are not able to pair up with their complementary nucleotide sequences unless the 2 strands are separated. There are 2 forces that stabilize the DNA double helix: hydrogen bonds and base stacking forces. Traditional fish uses formamide to destabilize double-stranded DNA. Formamide disrupts hydrogen bonds, which causes the 2 strands to separate. However, formamide ends up competing with the fish probes for DNA binding, making probe binding slow. Instead of interfering with the hydrogen bonds, IQ Fish disrupts the base stacking forces. The single strands of DNA are now free to bind the probes since there is no formamide. As a result, probe binding is instant. Here, we summarize hybridization using formamide versus IQ Fish. Notice the tremendous gain in the speed of probe binding, as indicated by the signal strength. With IQ Fish, a strong signal is achieved in less than 2 hours. Here is a summary of the benefits using Agilent IQ Fish workflow. To learn more about IQ Fish technology and how it can help you accelerate the throughput of your lab, contact your Agilent representative today or visit us online at www.agilent.com.
First, we brought Zeiss excellence to academic and lab microscopy. Then we took responsibility with our tuberculosis diagnostic solution. With the digital classroom and the imaging app LabScope, we changed how people learn and collaborate, and then ensured accessibility for future scientists all over the world. And again, we connect the dots.
Zeiss PrimoStar 3, your robust yet compact microscope for digital teaching and routine lab work. 10 highlights in 90 seconds. Inspire your students in a digital classroom. With Zeiss PrimoStar 3, you can connect their microscopes to each other in a collective learning network. Zeiss PrimoStar 3 comes in predefined packages, so you have a choice of ready-to-go combinations. Activate Eco Mode and your microscope will go into a power-saving sleep mode if you haven't touched it for 30 minutes. Activate the Light Manager when changing lenses and the microscope will remember the precise amount of light you've set for each lens position. PrimoStar 3 houses an array of clever features. The carrying handle lets you move it around safely, and all cables are neatly stowed away at the microscope itself. Fixed Kohler versions of PrimoStar 3 come pre-adjusted with a field of view of 20 millimeters and a 4x nosepiece. With full Kohler versions, you profit from a field of view of 22 millimeters and a 5x nosepiece. PrimoStar 3 is made of solid materials, so you can rely on a mechanically stable and resilient microscope. That built-in durability is reflected in our offering you the benefit of an extended warranty of up to 5 years. Tailor your...
Mein Name ist Michael Gögler.
My name is Michael Gögler.
Ich bin im Hause Zeiss.
At Zeiss, I'm responsible for routine microscopy. I've been working in the lab with living and mounted cells ever since studying for my degree in biophysics 16 years ago. This has taught me a lot about routine lab workflows. Today I'm building on this foundation to improve the AxioLab family even further.